So if it wasn't already official enough, Luka Doncic releases a statement to the Dallas Maverick fans. The Mavs tried to pay a beautiful tribute to Doncic today by almost losing by 77 in their first day without him on the roster officially. Sadly, they came up just short and only ended up losing by around 50. But in all seriousness, it's tough. Mavs fans are going through it. I saw a little bit of Nico Harrison's press conference today with Jason Kidd, and it was just pretty obvious. You could tell Jason Kidd had no idea any of this was going on. All those reports seemed to be true, and it also just didn't seem I didn't watch all of it, so I'm not gonna act like I did. But just by reading body language, it just didn't seem that Jason Kidd was too thrilled with the trading away of Doncic. I just still think something. I know the reports came out about his health, it's scared about it's him being able to stay healthy and all the things like that. But I still feel like something had to go on behind the scenes for Nico Harrison to start shopping Luka Doncic like this. A guy who's literally, in my opinion, you could argue he's the best player on the planet. It's just a bizarre situation. It's hard to think as a fan you could be this upset about getting a guy like Anthony Davis in a trade. Even Luka's dad released a statement today. He went on air and just kind of talked about it and said that he thought it was basically not quoting, but just basically said that he thought he was treated unfairly, and talked about how Luka did play over 100 games last year if you factor in the playoffs, and how he was playing 40 minutes a game in those games, going against double teams, so it's how he thought it was maybe kind of unfair for Dallas to hold so much against him, being injury prone. And I know he suffered some injuries in the past, he missed almost the whole playoff series a couple years ago. They went to the Western Conference Finals. Brunson had to win us a couple games in the playoffs. But still, with a guy like Luka, I still, his injury history just still isn't near bad enough for that to be the reason you shop him and go trade him away like that. So I don't know. First off, the Mavs got to get healthy. They've got a lot more injuries than just Luka. AD himself's injured. Kyrie didn't play today. Lively's going to be out for a while. I am interested to see, AD and Kyrie play together. I think that'll be really fun. But at the end of the day, like I said in an earlier video, the only thing that could make this trade even decent is if Dallas goes out and wins a championship. And I just don't see that happening, I don't think. This is just something that you just didn't think seemed possible, in every Mavs fan's mind it was, Luka's going to come back this year, we're going to make a playoff push, see what happens, and then we're going to give him the Supermax over the offseason. Trading him was never an option. Guys like that just don't get traded. I think the craziest thing to me is that by the time Luka retires, he will have spent more time playing for other teams than he will have spent playing for the Mavs, which is the craziest thing to me.